Yo, what's up guys? Austin More Skills Gaming. Welcome back to Palia. I really enjoyed this game and I've been playing a lot of it, and I have some tips, tricks, and mistakes to avoid. If you are just getting into Palia, or maybe you've been playing for a little while, you might find some value in this video. Now, if you stay to the end of the video, I will show you guys a money farm at a very awesome location, so definitely stay tuned for that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back to my my house area, and that is one tip or good thing to know, that you can return to your home through fast travel every 30 minutes. There's a 30-minute cooldown. So here we are back home. Now this shipping bin over here, I do believe that you can do shipments like every 30 minutes or so. At least that's what it seems to be. Now here's a mistake to avoid if you're playing Palia. Do not ignore your focus or your cooking stat. For the longest time I ignored that, and the reason why you don't want to ignore that, because when you have focus you'll get more XP while you're doing certain activities, right? So let's say that if I'm just mining or guarding, right? I'll get more XP while I do that. You know, fishing or bug catching also works for that too. But I'm going to go ahead and water my crops right now. I just literally got into guarding. I feel like for the first few days that I played this game, I didn't do any guarding, I didn't do any cooking, and I feel like all I did was like hunt and like fish and gather resources. So I do know a good bit about that, which we will talk about once we get more into the video. And I wish I would have gotten into guarding a lot sooner, because I do hear that guarding is a great way to make some passive income. But we are definitely making some progress on our crops right now. And I think I have mail. You got mail. Let's open the mailbox. Ref. Dear Austin, I was sitting around the end thinking about there was something I'd like to see more of. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And then I realized the thing I was missing was your face. What? What do you say? You want to come by the inn, and I've got some new recipes for ramen, and I can even show you how to make your own mixing station. Okay, cool. That is that's another thing that I really enjoy about this game. So the characters, the cast of characters, I absolutely love them. I adore them. They have amazing personalities. They're very interesting to talk to. In a lot of games that I play, I feel like I skip the dialogue like constantly, but in this game, you know, I feel compelled to actually read the dialogue, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Especially that one character. I can't quite remember his name. I think it's like Badu. He owns like a garden or whatever. He just talks in puns like the whole entire time. Like he'll talk in puns. It's very interesting. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a little rundown on like all the tools, okay? So you have your standard axe, you have your standard pickaxe, you know, your standard rod, your bow. So certain NPCs will give you certain tools. Whenever you gain like a level with like your tool or whatever, a lot of times you'll get something in the mail from that NPC. And they'll say like, oh hey, I noticed that you leveled up your mining. Why don't you stop by and see me for a new recipe? Now you can also unequip your tools by pressing the X button. Yeah, if you ever need help on like any of the controls, just go into the control settings. Now sometimes when you're tilling the ground, you can also get resources. The other day as I was tilling the soil, I got some clay out of there. Alright, so let's get out of the housing plot and let's talk about resources. Some of the main resources that you're going to need while playing this game, you're going to need clay and Sundrop Lily. Now you can find clay around this area behind the mayor's estate, also along the Remembrance Beach area, and you can find a crap ton of clay over here at the Gillyfin Cove. The Remembrance Beach and the Mayor's Estate is also a good place to find copper, if you ever need copper. And also around Whispering Banks, around these cliffs over here, you can find copper there too. That's where I found a lot of my copper. But really, copper is just kind of all over on the map, really, and little places here and there. Alright, so now we're going to do some hunting. Hunting is a pretty good way to make some money in this game. Now hunting is optional, you don't necessarily have to do it. I think it's a good way to make money, like fast money. And some of the best places to hunt would be over here near Whispering Banks, Chapel Crossing, kind of like in this general area over here. It's where you'll find a lot of deer. I think they're called Syrinx or something. Syrinx. Don't know how to pronounce it. Now, what's kind of cool about this game, even though it's an MMO, you actually get rewarded for playing with other players, right? So let's say that you're attacking a deer over here, right? And maybe some other person shot at it too. Well, you'll both get that loot. So that's pretty cool. Now, typically, I like to carry, like, arrows, smoke bombs. I like to keep my inventory kind of empty whenever I'm, hunting or gathering items. I'll obviously, I'll keep food on me. It's just so my focus bar doesn't empty. But I am using the standard arrows right now, and you can get those standard arrows, I do believe, level 2 hunting. So the standard arrows will take these regular deers out in one hit. Whereas if you see like this black looking deer, it'll take like 3 or 4 hits to take one of those out with the standard arrows. But hunting is definitely a good relaxing way to make some money. Also too, this mountain moor over here, definitely pick up all those. Any type of mushroom that you see, pick it up. And if you grill it, you'll get more of a focus boost. So I don't like to eat them raw because you get barely any focus. And if I grill it, I get a lot more focus. So here we go. We got some copper over here. This is what copper looks like. Whenever I see copper, I always go for it. Because you never know when you're going to need it. Now, something important to know that your tools can break in this game, so it's a good idea to kind of keep an eye on them. And if you have an upgraded tool and it breaks, it'll actually downgrade to your last tool. So in order to repair them, you'll need a repair kit, and you just repair it at a repair station. There is a recipe for a repair station, but if you don't have a recipe for a repair station, you just got to go to the blacksmith and use their repair station. It'll be located on your map right here, repair station. So right here, you can just repair your tools if you need to. It'll take 1 repair kit or 32 gold. All right, so let's talk about fishing. Fishing is a very relaxing activity. Makes some decent money too. It's a little bit slower paced than hunting. I think you can make more money hunting than you do fishing. Now, something that I want to do that I have yet to do is use these worms. So I'm going to try to equip a worm to my fishing pole. I'm not too sure how to do that. Okay, there we go. So I just did it. So first time equipping a worm to my fishing pole. Now, I have heard you can catch better fish with bait. So we're going to see how that works. See what kind of fish I can catch. Alright, there we go. I really enjoy the fishing mechanics in this game. Definitely different than other games. Alright, we got a perfect catch. What do we catch? New fish. Now another cool mechanic is bug catching. And I love that you throw a little Pokeball at it in order to catch the bug. Now, sometimes you get like star bugs or starfish or star creatures. Those are worth more gold if it's star quality. But I definitely love the bug catching mechanics. It reminds me so much of Pokemon Arceus. And what's this over here? We have a Crystal Lake Lotus. Obviously, you find those all around the lake. And we got some clay over here. Go ahead and mine some clay. Now, this is a sparkly bug. Could indicate that it's rare or star quality. Yeah, star quality. And now my inventory is full. I might need to expand my inventory again. You get your first inventory expansion at the general store. And I think you can expand it a couple times. But let's go ahead and see if I can return home. I can, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and cook up our fish. Now, another thing that's important to know is that cooked fish does not increase the sell value. It's literally just for, like, you know, getting your focus. Okay, let's go ahead and grill some meat. Grill some mushrooms. Bam. Ooh, we can harvest our wheat, I think it is. Yeah. Oh no, it's rice. Sweet. Now you can also set waypoints to track down NPCs. So if there's a certain NPC that you need to talk to, you can just put a waypoint on them. It makes it a lot easier to find them.
I've got the best metal you'll find.
Even the most cunning hunter needs a helping hand once in a while. You hear me? If you ever need help, all you have to do is ask. Well, I appreciate that. Dude, she's like buff, dude. Are you like a bodybuilder? Alright guys, as promised, here is the money farm location. I spent about 20 minutes here the other day, and I made about 2K just by doing this right here. So what I like to do is I like to just gather up all these shells, and I'll also catch crabs too with smoke bombs. When you come here, you want to have kind of an empty inventory, and you want to have smoke bombs. And literally, if I just spend like 20 minutes here just gathering shells, all the forageables, catching everything in sight, I'll make about 2 grand. There's also unopened oysters, gather those too. You'll see coral too as well. But yeah, I like to just go to Coral Shores. I'll like start over here and I'll go all the way down, kind of near the Lighthouse Lagoon. And, you know, like I said, I'll just catch everything in sight. I'll gather the forageables. And once I make another round again, typically the items will respawn again. And I'll just keep, you know, collecting everything. Do that for about 20 minutes. Go home and sell everything in my shipping bin. And yeah, that's a pretty good way to make some fast money. Coral Shores is located inside Bahari Bay. So it's definitely worth the trip to come out here. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.